Hotep, I am the Amen Osiris, the one and only undisputed God of law. We are Deception Stoppers, America's only 4D education service. I'm not a lawyer. This is not a law firm. We don't advocate that you don't support your human offspring. We simply advocate you made them in private, take care of them in private. And today, first and foremost, if you are celebrating a new year and you got a 4D issue, you shouldn't be celebrating. All right. You should be making battle plans to go to war. 2023, gentlemen, all right, there's too many of you out there who can band together and dismantle, all right, this 4D crime family in their little pimping system, okay? Pimping system. All right, we're getting rid of all oblihos in 2023, gentlemen. All right, so watch my video on what the obliho is. All right, if you don't want that to be you, better start fighting back. All right, today what I'm going to do is, in a few minutes, I'm going to show you. All right, this is a case out of, oops, let me bring this down a little bit. This is a case out of Ohio, all right? And I'm a stickler on Ohio, and I love Ohio because they are so brutally honest on how they're robbing you blind. And most people don't even pay attention. All right, so this is Lorain County. All right, it's in front of Domestic Relations Judge Deborah Boros, all right? And it's being prosecuted by, of course, the prosecutor. All right. This guy has a lawyer, which was a bad move. All right, and he's an obliho who doesn't know his rights. All right, but at the end of this video, I'm going to show you that everything that you just saw in this video, right, is bullshit. Okay, so let's get this cranking. Here we go here. All right, it's going to come on.
It's evident based upon the interview with the probation department that Mr. Ross feels that he has satisfied his responsibility, even though he alleges that payments were made on a regular basis, but they were not made through the Child Support Enforcement Agency. Mr. Ross is well aware that the law requires payments to be made through our Child Support Enforcement Agency.
Gentlemen, because not to get sidetracked, but you notice she said the payments were not made to the Child Support Enforcement Agency. Okay, and the reason they'll consider that a gift is because they're not getting any federal funding off of it. See, so they care so much about your kids that, you know what I mean? Well, I gave her $300 a week, like you said. No, you didn't give it to us. So what? See the scam? All right, let's go.
I feel based on the fact that Mr. Ross fails to take responsibility for his action, that the maximum sentence is equivalent to be unopposed, and if in fact he's to receive some kind of community control, that he would be sentenced to serve some time in the Lorain County Correctional Facility.
Okay, you notice she said, in fact, okay? When we're done here, I'm going to give you some in fact. All right, now, this is the obliho's lawyer. Okay, listen to him.
Attorney Springfield saying that Attorney Ross feels that he's done dealing with this child support problems. The fact is that Mike has earned quite a bit of money as a commissioner and paying a large amount of child support. You can look at those payments through those years and see that he consistently made those payments. When he stopped making those payments was when he lost his job.
All right. No, Your Honor, this man has rights. Nothing. Okay. Hiring a lawyer. All he paid him to do was come in here and make that one statement. He probably charged him about $3,000, right? To make that one statement, and that's it. Let's go.
Indicate that I did most recently take advantage of the amnesty program here.
Oh, gentlemen, by the way, what you're seeing here, what you're hearing here, is an obliho. Okay? An obliho is the 4D crime family's bitch. Okay? That's what an obliho is. Obligor is out the window. We don't call them that anymore. We call them oblihos. This is a classic example of an obliho. Okay? Making up excuses. Not all right, but more importantly, obliho don't know its rights. Okay? It doesn't realize that it's property.
Yes, I agreed to make whatever payment I could through the Lorain County Child Enforcement Agency.
Mr. Ross, you need to understand something, and I know you're well aware of this. I know that you use the words, I'll make the payments that I can.
Gentlemen, this is not a judge.
Well,
That's not sufficient. You have a child support obligation, a legal obligation.
A legal obligation, which means paternity was established. And without paternity establishment, there's no legal claim on a legal father's income. A legal claim stems from loss of money from a contract.
There's an administrative process for purposes of modification. That's not today.
Okay, administrative process. That's not today. Administrative is synonymous with the executive, not the judicial.
And considering probation, I expect people to follow the court orders.
I expect people to follow the court orders.
It's
Okay.
my power to make sure that I follow that contract until such time that contract is modified.
You hear that? I'll do everything within my power. He is pledging himself. All right. He's an oblaho. That's what he is. He's nothing but an oblaho. Okay.
I need the modification. I'm going to do everything in my power. That's why I'm here, doing everything so that I can make that payment.
Woo! Oblaho. Title 4D's bitch. That's an oblaho, gentlemen. All right. Let's go.
Great job. Job 24 to agency, and I will continue to do so until this time. It's court order.
So, Mr. Ross, I am going to sentence you to 6 months incarceration.
My bitch better have my money through rain, sleet, or snow.
On count 2, felony 5 non-support of dependents, I am going to sentence you to 6 months. They run consecutive to each other.
Not some, not most, but all my cash. Because if my bitch ain't got my money, I'm going to put my foot dead in her ass. Gentlemen, don't be an oblaho. All right? Now, more importantly, you saw a prosecuting attorney. You saw a judge. All right? You didn't see the bailiff, which is the sheriff. All right? You saw the oblaho. All right? Now, let's go and look at some things here, gentlemen. Okay? You have to know what's going on. This is the Ohio Contracts Overview. All right, we're going to pop over here. And I think I got it right. Hold on. Yeah. Hold on. Let me move my pretty face over here. All right. Perfect. Now, let me switch. Bam. All right, gentlemen, here you see this is the Ohio Contracts Overview. All right, I've done plenty of videos on this, and I'm going to continue to do videos on it until you get it through your skull that woman wasn't a judge. There was no prosecutor. All right, the 4D crime family is not a state agency. It's not a government agency. All right. More importantly, that prosecutor and that judge, as contractors, were not agents, employees, or officers of the state of Ohio or the child of the 4D crime family. So where did this court order come from? I'm curious. Okay, so this is the 4D contract overview. All right, this rule and its supplemental rules describes the process by which the CSEA enters into a 4D contract with a governmental entity or a private entity to provide 4D services, and for the CSEA to receive what? Federal financial reimbursement to offset the cost of the purchase of the services under the contract. So what that means is the Child Support Enforcement Agency, they purchased that enforcement hearing that you just saw. That was purchased and initiated by the 4D crime family. Those are called service of purchase contracts. Okay? Oh man, it's too funny. All right, so look, the following terms and definitions apply. Gentlemen, go directly to the source. Okay? Can't go wrong. All right. Number 3. Contractor refers to a private or governmental entity with whom the CSEA enters into a contract. Number 4, governmental entity includes the following entities in the same county as the CSEA. Oh, look, number 1, or letter A, a court. Oh, letter B, a prosecutor. So the court is a contractor. The prosecutor is a contractor. The sheriff is a contractor. The clerk of court is a contractor. The recorder's office is a contractor. The treasurer's office is a contractor. All right, and any other public or governmental agency. Okay, so check this out. A 4D contract means a mutually binding legal relationship obligating a private or governmental entity to provide 4D services in a 4D case or perform other administrative duties of the CSEA that pertain to 4D cases in return for what? Payment by the CSEA. All right, so what that means is that judge was getting paid by the Child Support Enforcement Agency, not the state. Okay, so and look, administrative duties. She said it in the video, sir. That's administrative. We're not doing that right here. Well, what are you doing? Can't be judicial. Okay. Now we're going to go down to number 13. Private entity means a company, organization, or individual that does not meet the definition of governmental entity. Let's go back up to number 3 or 4. Governmental entity includes the following entities. Look through letter A through G. Do you see the Child Support Enforcement Agency defined as a governmental entity? No, you do not. All right. So therefore, under 13, it is a private entity. All right, and it is an organization that does not meet the definition of a governmental entity. Okay. So, well, wait a minute. If they're not a governmental entity, wow, they don't get immunity from lawsuit, do they? All right. Now let's seal the deal. All right. So proof that this lady was not a judge. The other lady was not a prosecutor. They are contractors. And under the Ohio contract, look, Ohio Department of Jobs and Family Services 4D contract. All right, check this out. Line 18. Independent capacity for the what? Contractor. The contractor and its agents, employees, and subcontractors will act in performance of this 4D contract in an independent capacity and not as officers, employees, or agents of the state of Ohio or the Child Support Enforcement Agency. Gentlemen, prove to me, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that there is a valid court order to pay child support to the 4D crime family operating in the state of Ohio or any other state. All right, prove it. You can't. All right, I have just stripped it. Okay? It does not exist. This obligor, this oblaho that you saw earlier, gentlemen, don't be like the oblaho. Number one, only oblahos accept mail from the 4D crime family for their pimp ass whipping. All right, then they go in there and they get he bitch slapped. That's how they do oblahos. Okay, if there's a court order child support in the state of Ohio, all right, guess what? Not according to the real law. Okay, if there a court order has to come from a court. All right, a judge is an officer, employee, or agent of the state. All right, but a contractor is not. So therefore, it is impossible. I'm the Amin Osiris. Bang my email at hathornsec@gmail.com. All right, if you want to stop being an oblaho, or if you want to file suit and take it to them, it's time to go to war, gentlemen. I appreciate your time. And again, like I said, if you're celebrating a new year and you still have an old issue, you should be celebrating. You should have your nose in the book so you can be mastering this 4D counter technique. Hotep.